So, it's apparently World Animal Day on the 5th of October, which means I missed it. Again. Whatever. So yeah, I figured since I've been playing a lot of this, and, I don't know, I find the block games, unless you've got some kind of agenda, I just find them very difficult to record because you have to put in so much time, and then you've got to edit them. And because this is sort of a hot... What? Something happened. I'm not seeing it. Fine spot, blah, blah, blah. Blur, blur, blur. I'm gonna skip all this. Come on, guys, talk to me faster. This game, the one thing that I would say about this game that's kind of a down, what would you call that, a con? It's got a ton of pros, which I'll go over. But one of the cons you're seeing right now is that it is really verbose and circumlocutive. I've made a forest. There's this guy. We're going to talk some more. Aha, another challenge, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, you know, while they're going on and on, I've been redoing this island, which was the island that we landed on the last time I played this game, I think. Survival! Now for some food. Now I have food. I have shelter. I have endless amounts of salt water in case I need to dehydrate myself and induce vomiting on the Switch channel. And we've been working pretty hard. Got some crops growing and whatnot. But like the other game, we had you have to go from island to island or whatever, world to world. And come on, come on, come on! I'm already doing it, you guys. I'm already doing that. Look at it! Look, I'm way ahead of you. I was born there. Let me go get all these hearts. Okay, this is some kind of currency that you use to do upgrades and stuff. So, like I said, I've been playing the game a lot between videos and stuff like that. But I haven't really been doing a lot of... I'm just not going to talk to anybody. Haven't really been doing a lot of recording of it because recording it is not easy for me. Because of the huge amounts of time you have to play to get stuff that's worth showing. So instead I've just been playing, and then if I have opportunity, then I will record stuff, and I've saved it. And now I'm stuck with the dilemma of how to present that. So I guess we'll just start there. Anyway, the first game I beat. This is the second game, obviously. And the second game has some amazing upgrades. Number one, your tools don't break. That drives me crazy. You still get hungry, but your tools don't break. Also, when you have battles, monsters will rush in and destroy your stuff. In the old game, your business would be permanently destroyed. So it would be permadeath on all your structures, which really used to irritate me. I think if you go back and look at my video of Dragon Quest Builders 1, you can see that my final town that I built was just elevated. It was hundreds of blocks above the surface, so that when monsters would rush in, even really big ones, they wouldn't be able to reach anything, and then I would just go down there solo and battle them. But so now if your stuff gets destroyed in an event, it will be rebuilt. So that's another positive. Also, Malroth, who I think is the coolest sidekick character that I've seen so far. This guy with the weird haircut. He helps you fight. He goes with you everywhere, and he helps you fight, and you can upgrade his equipment. And in general, that, I guess, makes it so that you don't have to have as much combat focus, even though you can fight. You're not anywhere as strong as Malroth. And Malroth tends to, if you watch him, he already knows a lot of the techniques for pattern engagements, like the boss is going to charge up a thing, then Malroth will run off, so you can run off too. Also, it's got doggos, which in general, being a cat, I'm not the biggest fan of doggos, but if they're helpful dogs, then yes. And these dogs help you find things, which is pretty cool. So, I guess I'll go ahead and mention my favorite thing, because the video is probably not going to be terribly long, but I do have some clips that I want to go through, and I'll have to figure out how to narrate over them because my cheap software that I refuse to upgrade doesn't support multiple audio streams. So, you see all the people wandering around? Let me see if I can get closer so I can be seen. I have multiple dogs and chickens. Actually, no, you can't. They're running around. Okay, see that? Let me go over there. Rosie just comes out of there. So did this guy. And why? Because they're eating. This is the kitchen. Now, the characters have an interesting sort of AI that has them doing things over the course of the day, and they're programmed based on the builds that you do. So they maintain this farm. You saw them before. They till the soil based on these scarecrows. You tell what the scarecrow is supposed to be representing. So I've got a wheat field. I've got a whatever this is, cabbage. You can harvest those things and if you put seeds in this chest, they will take them out and plant them. If you put food in the chest, they will cook it. You just have to build certain rooms and stuff, which I think is really awesome. But in addition to that, in the next, I guess I'll show it in a clip, they also do these massive AI builds. So if you start out the build, then in certain, I guess, quest-related construction in the game, they will actually finish it for you, which is great because the first time I saw that on a large scale was with the tree. And I thought I was going to be stuck doing a really complex, giant structure, but in fact, no, it was really cool, and I was able to watch them do it. And they'll even do it if you're not there. So let's show that. So yeah, you also have to eat constantly, which does become a problem if you're not farming, which is why one of the first things I did was start the farm back up. In the island where I was previously, the farm was... that was the theme. That's where a lot of these occupants came from. And I got the endless... what else? Okay, some of the tools that you can get are pretty cool. Like the hammer that doesn't break. The gloves that allow you to pick up things without destroying them, which is good for moving plants and stuff. And then you have the endless water vase, which is amazing because water is usually a problem. And it was a problem in the old game. There was almost no way you could get water from point A to point B. You just had to kind of accept what was there. And then another thing that they've retained but they've improved upon is they've got sort of building specific or tactical boss battles, which are an improvement over the original boss battles. Here's the clip of that. So you can see in that early boss battle, the ape creature was... it could be beaten, but you could actually beat it faster by using its very obvious banana peel weakness. So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, like I said, the fact that your stuff will survive as long as your base doesn't get 100% destroyed. Your base will survive any encounter, so you can focus on the battle. Last but not least, I got these things here. This is another huge improvement. This the map is better. It sort of has this 8-bit feel to it, but it has teleportation, which is enormously awesome. Yes. Now there were teleportations things in the old game, the original game, but they were generally limited to traveling to other islands, which I guess are like other worlds, and nothing you had with you could go from one to the other. For the most part, let's open the bag. The stuff in here can go with you, which reminds me I need to empty all this out. But I can take this boat to any of the islands. Let's look at it right now. Blah, blah, blah. So far I've got this island, which is the farm island, and then some of these discovery islands. They get unlocked with the happiness points, which come from the hearts. But each one of those is basically the equivalent of the worlds in the old game. And this is, to me, this is amazing. Because in the old game, you would have to dump all your stuff. The people would not remember you, and you wouldn't have any of your junk. You would be you'd be like the Terminator going back in time, and you'd appear, you know, nude and helpless, and you only would have your construction knowledge. You'd have to build everything else from scratch. Whereas that is not the case in this game. You can bring certain tools and materials with you. I mean, if I recall correctly, it was really egregious in the old game. Like, I don't even think you could bring your weapons. You would start over completely. Which, I've still finished the game, but since you're starting from zero, you're having to redo a lot of things. And then in order to get you to do the new recipes and whatnot, it just basically made it so that none of your old recipes worked. So you go to the new... in the old game, you'd go to the new place, and then you'd start building and hacking and slashing and putting stuff together and collecting materials because you were going to go do something. Oh, here's the original house from the first video. Because you were going to go do something, and then it was like, nah, man, none of that works. It's different here now. This is still on this fire. It's probably burned. Oh, well. Huh. So anyway, let me think about what else I've got. I guess I could show some of the gameplay. Here is some of the gameplay, possibly sped up and possibly to, you know, community guidelines strike proof music that is public domain. Enjoy. Okay, so that was it. That was me just rambling on about Dragon Quest Builders 2. I think if you like block games and you also like games with RPG elements, this is almost... I would almost go as far as to say this is like a 3D Terraria, which is funny because people say that Terraria is a 2D Minecraft, but those who have played it will often beg to differ. It definitely has Minecraft elements, but because Terraria is a game that you can win, it has like an end game that is your goal, your driving goal, and because a lot of the weapons and stuff, you're crafting them, yes, but you know, they have purposes beyond just sandboxing it, even though there are sandbox elements. You know, Terraria is definitely its own thing. So if you were to take Minecraft and then twist it into Terraria and then twist Terraria back into a 3D game like Minecraft, you'd have Dragon Quest Builders 2. Which to me is really awesome. I have not yet checked to see if there's any kind of a multiplayer element, but I think there is. The old game had a sort of multiplayer area, but I didn't mess with it very much. It was sort of like a clunky creative mode thing, and it was hard to do, so I didn't bother with it. But this is this game's better. They took everything from the original and improved upon it. And also, if you have played the original and beaten it, you can get special recipes to make your character look like the original guy, to get the throne, the Monster King throne, and all that kind of stuff. And if you buy the physical, which I did, you get some codes to get, I don't know, some kind of stackable vanity items or whatever. So, overall, it's pretty cool. But yeah, since I was playing it a lot, I did want to talk about it. This isn't my normal Goofy Cat messes up a game by playing it wrong video, but, you know, whatever. It's about games. And this is a game. So there you go. In the meantime, I hope you guys are doing something fun and fulfilling, and that you had a good weekend, and you're getting prepped for a good week. In the meantime, happy Monday. Be good and have a good day. Bye.